Giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Giving double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that have taught us this truth, that are constantly ruling well through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the sincere brothers, the believers that's pushing this word wholeheartedly in truth and sincerity, that are not wavering to the left nor to the right, but constantly staying on that straight and narrow, fighting for your crowns in these last days that we are truly living in. It's the brother Iraq coming back with another lesson to Lord will and edify and feed the lambs of the Lord, okay? And just scrolling through articles and came across this particular title. Okay, the U.S. Army is struggling to recruit as most of Gen Z is ineligible to serve due to factors like obesity, drug use, and tattoos. Okay, and this is very much of a truth. Okay, because we all know what goes on these different social media platforms, how these people operate in this world. Okay, and everybody's mindset is to get the bag. Everybody's mindset is to be some type of sensationalist on any of these platforms. All right. Okay, and the internet has effed up the minds of these people, including our people as well. All right, our people are referring to the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native American, and Seminole Indians. All right, God's real chosen people according to the scriptures. Okay, all right, the Israelites. Okay, our people have become lost. All right, okay, in the source. All right, of Babylon. Okay, which Babylon is America. All right, but due to everything that's pushed on the internet and all these different trends that are going out, okay, and the times that we are living in, everybody is fat, okay, overweight, all right, mowed out, okay, off all these different drugs, okay, and the army is looking bad. The U.S. Army is definitely looking bad, okay, all right. It's not that old manly spirit that it once was, okay, back in the day. All right, okay, it's failed. All right, you look at the U.S. Army today, what's in it? All right, primarily moles. All right, primarily women. Okay, and then let's be real, when it comes down to fighting wars, okay, Jake don't want to fight no goddamn war. Jake don't want to fight for the white man. All right, which the white man goes back into the nation of Edom. Okay, Jake ain't trying to get down with the devil on that note. Okay, I mean, you could just go back and look at World War I, World War II, the Vietnam War. Okay, you know how Jake was in these different wars, and then they actually survived and came back. Okay, as veterans, and then they suffer from different traumas. All right, PTSD. All right, which is post-traumatic syndrome. Okay, they got their limbs blown off, and then a lot of these veterans that have came back, what are they? Homeless, barely getting by, no support from the government. Okay, so who the hell is trying to join the army? All right, so I thought this was funny because the times that we're living in. Let me get a scripture real fast. We're definitely living in a time of what? War. Okay. All right. Because you see how things is going on with Russia. All right. Russia's talking about, using them nukes. Okay. Which is all part of Bible prophecy. All right. Russia just came out with the, what's the missile called? The missile is called the Vanguard. Okay. The Vanguard. Okay. All right, which they're saying that the Vanguard is a missile that pretty much cannot be touched. Once it's shot off into them skies, it's definitely going to hit its targets. Okay, all right, which, hey, that's the Lord putting His spirit on Vladimir Putin to speak these ill things, okay, towards America, all right, the U.S. Okay, but let me read this scripture real fast. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 8, it says, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. All right, because that's what everything is leading up to. All right, a time of war. All right, we're definitely in a time of war. Our World War III is brewing up. Okay, you even got um, even the Russians. Okay, out in Russia. All right, they're afraid of even being drafted into the fight or the war with Ukraine. Okay, they're breaking their limbs, jumping downstairs. I having friends sledgehammer. All right, their body parts, so that way they ain't gotta be enlisted. Okay, but let me read into this. Okay, and Lord want to bring some more edification out of it. All right, so it says the U.S. Army fell 15,000 soldiers short of its recruitment goals this year. Most of Gen Z will be ineligible for military service without a waiver. Per a Pentagon study, obesity, drug use, and mental health are among the most common disqualifiers. It says the labor shortage continues to plague organizations across the country, and the U.S. Army is not immune. On Friday, military officials confirmed that the Army came up 25% or 15,000 soldiers short of its recruitment goals for this year, and the other military branches are already behind heading into next year. The reason for these struggles vary, but even if the military was the only employer left, calling these reasons to believe that vast majority of Gen Z, today's target generation for recruitment, wouldn't even qualify. All right, okay, and in Gen Z, okay, all right, the letter Z, that's the last alphabet, okay, of the alphabet. All right, and this has to be the last generation. Okay, I mean, just look at everybody. Jake is bugged out of their hell, out of their damn minds. All right. Um, you know, they follow after all these different trends. Okay, what these rappers push. Okay, all right, popping pills, drinking syrup. All right, trying to get the bag. Okay, you got weirdo and flood like behavior that goes on. Okay, in this society. All right, so these these young punks and these monsters, all right, they're not really fit to actually go to war, all right, which leads to the fact that you know the military is going to have to do what? They're going to have to keep lowering the requirements in order for people to join the military, come with different all type of incentives. All right, they're giving out like 50,000, for certain jobs. If you join on, it's like a sign on bonus. If you join onto the army, they're trying to entice you to come and fight. Okay, or get down with the army period. All right, or even fund your school, things of that nature. Okay, but ain't nobody trying to do it. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read over here in the RT one as well. Okay, because RT got some good points in here as well. So this is the same article, but just over here in the website from rtnews.com. It says the military now reportedly fears that enlistments will continue to plummet next year. The Marine Corps usually has about half of its recruitment target achieved at the beginning of each fiscal year, but has only secured about 30% for 2023 so far, unnamed officials told the AP. Meanwhile, the Navy, which usually opens the fiscal year at about 25% of recruitment, reports 10% of the target so far. They said, it says military leaders tried a number of methods to build up their ranks this year, such as increasing enlistment bonuses, dropping high school diploma requirements, and lowering physical standards. However, the AP noted that many potential recruits are drawn to private industries in what is a tight labor market. Corporations such as McDonald's have also begun introducing perks such as tuition benefits similar to those used by the military to attract recruits for years. This issue is exacerbated by the fact that only 23% of young people meet the military requirement, with many ineligible due to medical issues including obesity, drugs use, and criminal records. Nevertheless, Chief of Staff of the U.S. Army General James McConville insists the Army remaining committed to maintaining our standards, invest in America's youth, and emphasizing quality over quantity. Okay, and see, we at the point where, I they gonna have to just bring in regular civilians. All right, they gonna have to come with a draft. All right, because when people don't want to join, that's what they gonna have to resort to. All right, remember, America is known for putting all their resources, taxing the hell out of their people, all right, and putting all their money into the army. Okay, all right, and due to the fact that the food is defiled, it's GMO, it's fucking Jacob, all right? Jake is fat as hell. They don't want to work out, all right? They don't want to have no discipline about themselves. They just want to get high all goddamn day, okay? All right, this is due to how the damn devil is running his society, okay? All right, show you that this is Rome all over again, okay? The military is spread out. Esau's trying to control all different types of regions. All right, the way he monitors and runs, okay, the things that he doing in society, this was bound to happen, okay. But the scriptures say that what these nations were gonna um make their civilians put away the agricultural uses, okay. Speaking in old school terms, all right, in the book of Joel. Let me get it real fast. Joel, the third chapter. They were going to put away their their tools of the way of living, okay, to prepare for war, okay. Joel chapter 3 verse 9. Proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up, okay. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong, okay? So the regular civilians that deal with normal agricultural uses, okay, they're having to put away, okay, their means of life in order to serve into the military, because that's what the Lord is doing. He's mustering up these armies to the final battle, okay? Because World War III is a major piece of prophecy that is going to take place, in the times that we are living in, all right? And the Lord is going to use this war to bring about the end and the destruction of America, all right? Alongside with Yahweh's return to deliver the elect as well, okay? It says, assemble yourself and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourself together round about thither, cause the mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Okay. It says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Okay, so this war that is going to take place in the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh Shaphat, right, in the Middle East, okay. This is also going to involve U.S. citizens, okay, where the U.S. citizens that are forced to have to join into the war, all right, you're going to become fertilizer pretty much for the earth, okay, because once you go into that war and you're drafted, all right, there is no coming back, okay. There will be no place to come back to, okay, because America is going to be known as a burning heap, okay, a place that only desert creatures are going to dwell at, all right. But let me go over here to 2 Ezra chapter 16 verse let me see. Yep, right here. 2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 33. It says, the virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The woman shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. All right, so families that are together, all right, their husbands are going to be drafted, okay. All right, a lot of you women are going to be left alone, okay, to fend for yourself, all right. You're not going to have nobody beside you, okay. All right, and even a lot of you women, because even in the drafting, now they're even considering drafting women now. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find that, okay. Let me see. That should be okay. A lot of you women are going to be drafted as well, all right. You wanted equality. You wanted to Um, be like the man. Okay, well, here you have it. Okay, you're getting exactly what you asked for. Drafted woman. Okay, let me see. Yep, here it is right here. Yep. Requirements for women to register for the draft back on the table. Okay, so let me see. Let me see if I can see. Let me put equality. Equality. So, yep. So, a lot of those, you know, feminist, okay, movements that a lot of these women got down with. Okay, you want to be equal with the man. All right, well, the Lord's going to have a lot of you women drafted as well. These are talks that are on the table. Okay, requiring men but not women to register for the draft is pretty much sexist. Okay, all right, sex discrimination. All right, so this is what they're talking about. Okay, all right, which again shows you that the U.S. military is a goddamn joke. All right, that's why a lot of these other nations, they don't really see the U.S. as a real threat anymore. Okay, all right, they seeing how the decline of the U.S. is falling. Okay, it says the virgin shall mourn having no bridegroom, the woman shall mourn having no husband, their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegroom be destroyed, and their husband shall perish of famine. Hear now these things, understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Okay, which we understand these things. All right, and Yahweh Shema Shai, he's not gonna have any elect men, right, subjugated unto having to serve in the white man's war. All right, that's not what's gonna happen. Okay. So we know when this war takes place, okay, the Qaragma is going to be pushed first. All right, people are going to be chipped and then sent overseas, and then pretty much uh, 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 um, left there. All right, to suffer that judgment. Okay, Yahweh Shabbat. All right, Yahweh Bashim Shai's judgment, the Most High's judgment. Okay, um, I mean, alongside with America, okay, being impacted by the ways of those thermonuclear missiles. All right. So let me just end it over here with this. Okay, because I just wanted to just bring that out. Didn't want to make this too long. All right. Thought that was funny. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 19. It says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. All right. And we know all the filthy, abominable acts that go on here in America. All right. This is why the Lord is getting ready to burn this place. Okay. All the perversions that goes on here. Okay. Alongside with pedophilia. Okay. Which pedophilia is running rapid. All right. Due to the fact that they're using this alphabet agenda, okay, to allow that these freaks, okay, I be able to, touch on these children, man. All right. It's a perverse and evil spirit, all right, looming all through America, okay, and the Lord is going to put an end to it, all right, by the ways of, all right, that fire that He's going to rain down on this place, okay, and He's using Vladimir Putin, all right, to get things popping, all right, in the East, okay. It says, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabians pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and the owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. All right. So that's going to be the end of America. All right. So people are going to get drafted. World War III will take place, and this is what we're waiting for, because once everything starts off, all right, as far as World War III, all right, and people getting drafted, okay, we know that Yahweh Shai, he's going to return as soon as those nukes fly, okay, because the elect have to be rescued, all right, before those nukes impact their target, all right, which primarily the target will be America, which is known as Babylon the Great. So, Lord willing, you're edified. On to the next. I want to say shalom.